So you might have heard mention of stitch markers while crocheting. You might have said to yourself, I don't really need those, or I don't even understand what those are for. I don't know how to use them. But to start, any one of these things can be a stitch marker, right? So here's an example of stitch markers in use in the wild. Now let's get into how you would actually use them, what you would use them for. Dum, dum, dum. Here's my project. I am building a dress. I'm making a dress, and this is one of the sleeves for the dress. I love this yarn, but we're not talking about yarn today. We're talking about stitch markers. So you will have noticed there's some on the sides. There are a few on the bottom, a few more going up the sides, and then there's this purple one. So what's going on here? Right now, I'm mostly using the stitch markers to count chains, multiples of chains. So here I know that I have 15. Multiple rows. So I put a stitch marker in every 8th row because I needed 26 rows. Same here, multiple rows, right? So imagine the pattern asks you for 200 rows. Are you going to go back and count them every time? No. So I've put down one for every 2 rows. So I know I have 6 here. So counting is one of the biggest reasons to use stitch markers, but there are other reasons, such as keeping your project from unraveling. So I put this down, I come back, and I don't have to worry that my project has come apart or come loose. And when it's time to fit this project, right, when it's time to try this project on, instead of committing to sewing it up and then seeing, oh, this is going to be a big problem, I may use my stitch markers to join the sides and then try it on like so. So I can already tell this is going to look good. I'm confident with the fit, and I can just keep going. So those are about 3 different ways that people use stitch markers, but there's so many other ways to use them. You can use them to mark what we consider the wrong side or the right side of a project, right? You'll hear that when you are watching patterns or reading patterns. You may even use it to join pieces in the round. So when you're working in circles, so right here, if I decided I wanted to start working in a circle, I would join these 2 pieces, these 2 sides, and then go from there. And there you have it, a few ways to use stitch markers. Comment below if you're interested in a more in-depth tutorial of how exactly this works. I'd love to share.